Here is another video about how to play with some different toys to work on specific targets. So what I have here are two of our boxes of people. You can use any people that you want. These are just the ones that we have, or the sets that I grabbed. So, gosh, there's so many different things to do, right? So I have our families here, and you can do a ton of stuff, right? So we've got a little boy here, and maybe I'm labeling his jacket and pants, and maybe I'm even expanding that to green jacket, blue jeans, red shoes, right? You get to decide based on your learner. We can talk about family relationships, so brother and sister, grandma, little sister, right? We can sort of label some relationships. We can talk about this is a little sister, and let's say the child has a little sister. You can work on yes, no questions. Do you have a little sister? Yes. Does she have a name, right? We can sort of practice going back and forth and talking about the families. We can talk about youngest, next oldest, and then oldest, right? Of course, use a little different language. So oldest and youngest. We can talk about big, taller, and shorter. We can talk about the things that they're holding. So maybe this is older sister and she's carrying a book, and I wonder where she might be going with books. Maybe to school or the library. Or we can talk about, we can obviously have them play together. So we've got this little boy and then this girl, and, you know, they're one's holding books and they look about the same age. So they're walking to school, and they're going to go to school and they learn whatever, right? They do an art project and you can come up with a story. You can then write the story and draw pictures to make like a picture book, depending on your learner's skills. We can talk about similarities and differences. So these are both dads, and that's the same. But something different is the color of their shirt or the color of their pants. So they're both dads, and there's some things that are different, right? We can use the people to make inclusive families. So you can grab this dad and maybe this mom, and then maybe this little kid and this little kid. So we can show different makeups of families. So we can have a mom and a dad. We can have two moms. We can have grandparents and kids. So it can be another way to have kids see families that look like theirs, and to talk about the diverse definitions of families. So there's so many options. You can use these people. I couldn't find one of our houses, but they could be in a dollhouse. And so they are, you know, then you can work on the names of rooms or what items might be in those rooms, or even more play sequences that have actual items to go with it instead of when I was kind of doing the walking. So there's so many different ways that we can use these people. You can even grab maybe like a little bouncy ball, and they can pretend kicking the ball back and forth. So you can use these little people toys, figurines, to act out different scenarios that maybe the children are doing, right? Maybe they're learning to throw a ball or kick a ball, and then the people can do the same things that the kids are. Yes, these people can do the same thing that the kids are. We could read a book and then have these people act out parts of the book, or make up alternative endings to the book, or make up or act out the entire book. I can hold the person, and the learner can tell me what to do with the person. So give me directions, or vice versa. So there's so many different options of ways to use humans or people. And again, for teaching, remember, they can also be placeholders. So I'm going to pretend that this person is a flower. And now it's a candle. Right? So that can work on some of the cognitive rigidity about with placeholder play, that this is a person character, but it also can be used as other things.